I couldn't have picked a more inconvenient time to decide I'm going all in on my fitness coaching business. I'm graduating from year 12 in a week. I am turning 18 in a week. I've got 2 exams that will determine my future in a week. And 2 weeks ago, I decided, yes, now's the time to go all in on my business. Well, technically, I didn't decide that. I pretty much had no choice, right? Because it was either now or never. The only thing I can think of right now is pressure builds growth, and pressure is the thing that will forge growth into your life. It's a test of my character right now. I don't even know how I'm handling it, but I'm handling it. And even at school, my teachers know, right, that I have a business, an online fitness coaching business. And it's more of a struggle explaining to them why I struggle with studying. They know, but they can't do anything about it, right? They just got to listen to me, just stand there with my exam and be like, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? So obviously I got a week to determine what my future would pretty much look like. I decided to take that risk. So I have been building my team, sales team. I'm going to be getting the back-end system sorted, building the Discord communities, doing so much behind the scenes to make this work, all while studying for exams, training, trying to graduate from year 12, balancing out everything in life, right? And, it's been hectic. This has all just happened in like 2 weeks. 2 weeks. And I've got leads coming through. I've got clients that I need to manage. And I took that risk. I took that risk because guess what? Business loves speed. It doesn't like you sitting around waiting for the perfect time. Yeah, I could have just sat there and decided, I'm going to wait till I graduate to start doing this. No, because I wouldn't have gotten anywhere, all right? I took that risk. I brought on a closer. We are getting things going. And I've got 2 exams that will literally determine my future. I've got to pass these exams, all right? And I will pass because time management, all right? Fluid reasoning, that's what I'm relying on. I don't need to spend hours studying. I just will do it. If I pass, it's fine. Growing up, I was an A to A+ student, all right? Here are the receipts. In year 11, I strategically set out my subjects so that in year 12, I had free time, right? I'd done 3 subjects this whole year because in year 11, I was strategic with it. Actually, I did 4 in year 12. I dropped chemistry, but I got straight A's, okay? Because I didn't need it, right? And so in year 11, I did 6 subjects. I did 2 year 12 subjects, right? Health and PE. So I didn't have to do that in year 12. I did maths methods. I did English and biology and chemistry. So 6. And in year 12, I did chemistry, biology, maths, English. So I don't have to drop out to start a business and become successful. I can do that on the side. I'm not allowed to drop out, all right? My parents don't agree with it. But I am still working. I'm still doing anything in my favor to make it happen, all right? I'm not going to sit there and complain, because I can't drop out. I'm going to be a loser. I'm not going to be successful. No. School is a way to build huge discipline for yourself. And I'm proud of myself for getting through it. I'm proud of myself for knowing and having awareness of, this system might not be serving me to the extent I want it to, but I still pushed through. I still made it through. I just want to pause and say thank you so much for 1.3K subscribers. That is absolutely insane. It has taken me 2 years to even get past 1,000 subscribers, and I appreciate you all, and I really hope we can grow together on this journey. Something that pisses me off is a lot of the people who are very anti 9 to 5 are always like, you're losers, you're not dropping out. What? Do you think everyone is in that position to even drop out? I think school and education is a crucial tool for anyone, all right? You just got to work around the system and be very strategic with how you're actually getting stuff out of school. You got to really question the teachers. You got to always question what they're doing, what they're giving to you, what is the curriculum. Like, you always got to work your way around it and make it easier for you. You don't need to work hard and burn out. So yeah, obviously pressure is high, stress levels are high, but I'm managing. How am I managing? I don't know, all right? But here's the thing. Pressure equals growth because it forces yourself to grow. I was forced to start and take action with my fitness coaching business now because I didn't want to reap the consequences later on. I didn't want to waste my time. Time is your biggest asset. And you will know that once you start early. If you start late, you will realize that you wasted so much time and you don't have the advantage of that anymore. And think about it, when everything's calm, there's no reason for your brain, your mind, your body to even adapt. You just drift along through the waves and yeah, I'm taking the easy route through life. But when you're under pressure, when time's running out, when time's ticking, you've got only minimal weeks left, that's when everything is on the line. Your nervous system wakes up, you stop overthinking, you start performing and you act. Your focus just is like, vroom. That's what happens. That's what happens when you are faced with pressure. All the distractions just diminish. They're not there anymore, all right? When you're focused, when you stop overthinking, when you're in this state, when you're in that flow state, you know what I mean? And that pressure creates urgency, right? Urgency. That's what I was thinking like 2 weeks ago. Okay, yeah, fair. I was thinking about graduating and all the exams that I have to study for. I was thinking about that pain side of thing, but I was also thinking about the side that what happens if I do take action and start, increasing the momentum on my business. I was thinking about the good things, but I was also thinking about the pain and the struggles that I will have to face in my journey towards making this decision, okay? Obviously, the obstacles are inevitable, but you need to do anything in your favor to go through it. You must take that risk. You must understand that, yeah, it's not easy, right? I'm going to face things that are going to test my character and it will be hard. You will lose hours of sleep. You will miss out on things that you may want to go to. Like, you're going to miss out on the gym, all right? I've lost time to go to the gym because my focus has been on something else, building a business and building something bigger for myself. You're not going to have time to see you're not going to have time to see your friends or family. I've been in my room the whole time just working. I haven't seen my family in a while, and I know it sucks. The thing about this, and this is very apparent to me when I took that risk, is when you take risks, you are purposely, intentionally putting yourself in an environment where failure is bound to happen. Where you're facing failure right at its core, if that makes sense. You're facing failure. You're facing it. You're doing it. You're taking the risk. And ultimately, this means that your success is earned. It's not given to you, right? Because you actually got to earn it by going through this hard stuff, putting yourself through the challenges, taking those big leaps. And when you're placed in these situations, you're forced to think sharper, work harder, and trust yourself more. Really trust yourself more and put faith in what you're doing. Believe in yourself, visualize it every day, and know that your hard work will compound every single day and you will eventually get there. You will make it. The kind of stress, the pressure you're put in, even me currently right now, it builds mental calluses in your mind. It strengthens your mind. It strengthens the fact that you can deal with this. So later down in the future, when you go through these curveballs and obstacles, you already know you made it through that last one. So you can make it through this one. And the truth is, no one grows when life is easy. You grow when you're uncomfortable, all right? When you're juggling exams, when you're juggling the thought of failing those exams and even failing at your business, when you're working on building the business, when you're running on 5 hours of sleep, when you can't even see your friends, when you can't even talk to your family because you feel like they're going to judge you and not support your goals. You got to keep quiet and keep to yourself. And you still show up anyways. You still show up regardless of no matter what you're going through, no matter the limited support you have around you, you still show up. You should be proud of yourself and you should think that you're strong. The fact that you decided to take this risk just shows like the character, just shows who you are as a person and really what you value, right? When you get through this, it's a win. It's the moment you realize that you can do this. Although it is stressful for me right now, I know I made the best possible decision. Although I've got all the consequences of what would happen, I know, truly, I do know I made the best decision. Because if I waited any longer, I wouldn't be building my fitness coaching business and it wouldn't make it anywhere, right? I do come off as very impatient and bossy sometimes. It's just that's how my mind runs, and my parents are very aware of it, and I think that's why we clash sometimes. But I'm very impatient, and my mind is just always spinning, all right? So I process things super quickly, and I can also react super quickly, so I respond really quickly. So in arguments, I come up with responses really quickly, like rapid responses. I've also done like IQ tests and all that, and I have high levels of fluid reasoning and a high working memory, so I can remember things pretty well and know how to react really quickly. So that has also helped me in the process of making decisions. I'm very good at problem solving, so that's handy. But no matter what type of person you are, what type of, traits you have, the answer is taking those risks and putting yourself in pressure on purpose and being intentional about it. I don't know the outcome of this. I don't know. I've taken the path of uncertainty. I don't know where I'm going to end up. Well, I do, but you're going to have to see where I end up because I'm going to document it. But I'm getting there. And that's what you got to do. You got to watch what I'm doing. Like, you got to watch what I'm doing. It's just, and what I want you to learn from the decisions I make is the importance of taking risks and backing it up with your maturity and independence and how it's shaping your identity, right? Because at the end of the day, no one's going to be there to push you and tell you, yeah, you should do this. You should do this. You got to do it yourself. And for me, time goes really quickly. I feel like I'm running out of time. So I just made that rational decision. It was the right decision. It was a risk and a very scary one. But, the only way to see momentum is to actually do it, step into the uncertainty. Pressure doesn't just teach you about yourself, it teaches you about what you're truly capable of. That's something I see all the time with the people I work with. When they step out of their comfort zones, when they give up the excuses, and when they actually commit to showing up for themselves, that's when real growth happens. In their mindset, in their confidence, in their fitness. So if you ever feel like you're ready to stop waiting for the perfect moment or tired of letting fear and distractions hold you back, that's exactly what I help people overcome and deal with every day. I guide them through building the habits, the mindset, and the discipline so that they can actually see change and not just dream about it, not just chuck a vision board up on their wall and forget about it for the whole year. And honestly, that moment when you decide to start is the moment when you begin to see the shift. So I've got 1 week left till we'll see which path I'm taking, the fitness coaching path or the failed high school path. I mean, I don't know. I'm keen. Like, I know I can pass. Like, it's very capable. But probably what's been a struggle for me is definitely balancing it out. Okay, I'm not perfect, but it's a huge struggle and a responsibility. Even being this young, dealing with school and my passions on the side has been very difficult. And I want this so bad. Okay, school has wasted so much of my time, but it has also made me grow so much as a person because I am a leader within the school, right? So I have responsibility. I have to lead. I have to set examples. So I do play an important role in the school as a senior. Okay. So not only that, but it's also building my confidence and my public speaking skills and my ability to connect with people. It helps with that. But it also wastes a lot of my time because it could be being invested into other stuff, like obviously filming content, just coaching, just so much more stuff that I'm actually interested in. But anyways, hopefully I'll give you an update on where I am in a couple of weeks after my exams, but I'll keep posting content and thank you for following along. DM me coach on my Instagram if you want to become the best version of yourself physically and mentally.